this May 23rd and 24th in Torrance, California. Masters of the Universe fans will unite for MOTUNIVERSE. Now the fans have the power. The He-Man and She-Ra convention, celebrating 44 years of the Masters of the Universe. Featuring special guests, Blade from the Masters of the Universe movie, Anthony DeLongis, the voice of Skeletor, Alan Oppenheimer, and the voice of She-Ra, Melendi Brett. At the Torrance Marriott Hotel, California. Tickets on sale now on MOTUNIVERSECon.com. Don't miss out.
That's right. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out, everybody. Guys, welcome back to MOTUNIVERSE. I'm here with my good friend, Mike of Eternity Royalty. What's going on, Mike?
Not much, man. I'm excited. Today's going to be a fun day, man.
It is going to be a fun day. There are a lot of wonderful events out there, and today we're going to be talking all about a really cool event that's actually happening very, very soon. And Mike is actually going to be there, which is going to be a lot of fun. And we hope that we see you guys there. If you see Mike, you might just be able to get something very special if he's feeling generous enough. But we'll talk a little bit more about that a little later in the show. How have things been going, Mike? What's been going on in Mike's world? How are you doing?
Very busy, obviously you and I, we've been chatting a lot lately. Oh, you made your okay, now I'm big. Gotta love the live shows. Yeah, we've been working very hard on MOTUNIVERSE. Got a lot of stuff lined up, some more announcements coming soon. We've got vendors to announce, we've got artists to announce, maybe some more guests to announce. We'll see. And yeah, it's just been really fun. I've literally been working all week, but looking forward, I'm off today. There is a local con here called Rocket Con. It's very much just kind of vendors with vintage toys and such like that. They do have some panels and a cosplay contest. So I'm looking forward. If you guys are in the San Diego area, it's at the Del Mar Fairgrounds. Go check that out. It's actually going on right now. I will be going there later this afternoon, and I'll be there from probably about 1 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Yeah, the events are always helping each other out and giving each other props and letting everybody know what's happening in the local areas. And speaking of local areas, we have a wonderful event that we want to talk about today, as it encompasses pretty much every single fandom out there, and that is a hard thing to do, I got to tell you, but they're doing it, and it's pretty crazy. So Mike will be there, and we will have a representation for MOTUNIVERSE. Pardon me, guys. I need to get some water. But let me bring in our special guest really quickly, though. Before we do that, let's say hi to really quickly everyone who's in the chat. Eternianos, what's going on, brother? How you doing tonight? Hello, Mike and Jay. Good to see you, Eternianos.
Hey,
Nolan's the house. It's a party now. Mike, it's a party now.
Official.
Nolan's here. It's a party. Frankie Rivera is in the house. What's going on, Frankie? Good to see you, brother. Can't wait for MOTUNIVERSE. That's right, bro. That's it. And Masters of the Universe Classics. Mike, James Etok, new video says there's 2 MOTU original mini comics being released soon. And also, Mini and Simpsons Man channel unveiled some new MOTU and Simpsons figures if you want to see. I don't think they're official, though. So.
Yeah, I have seen those. That's really funny.
We'll have to take a look. Maybe we'll take a look today. You just never know. Frank Rivera's back in the house. Oh, man, this is going to be a fantastic weekend in May. Absolutely, bro. It's going to be freaking crazy. And Princess Cagley, my longest supporter on Patreon. Hey, what's going on, Princess Cagley? Always good to see you, brother. Good to see you. And let me know if you can make it to MOTUNIVERSE. It'll be great to hang out with you again. All right. So, without further ado, let's bring in our very special guest, guys. Again, like I said, they're doing an event which encompasses all fandoms of every walk of life. But this year, they have some themed events. And this year, it's all about women in pop culture. And I think that's a great topic, honestly. Obviously, It is National Women's Week. And probably National Women's Month, I would imagine it would be
a month,
along those lines. So, yeah, let's bring in last comment just before we bring in our guest. Masters of the Universe Classics. Not sure if they're official, but they look very good. That's awesome, dude. Thank you for that. Guys, please help us welcome our very good friend, DM of Fangaea. Sorry. What's going on, DM? How you doing tonight?
I'm all right. Thanks for having me on your show, guys.
So I'm going to apologize ahead of time. I'm like 3 hours ahead of you. So I'm going to keep saying things like that. So just ignore me. Guys, great
That's
to
what's
see
happening
you.
here.
I know, right? So DM, talk to us a little bit about Fangaea and how did you get started with this, and what like how many years has it been since you started this journey?
Okay, how do we get started on this? I'll give you the short answer for this one. So I've been producing events in San Diego, well, nationally too, but mostly in San Diego for a while. And in what I've been doing, whether conferences, conventions, whatever, I keep hearing my friends they're always talking about leaving San Diego, going to Orange County, going to Long Beach, going to Anaheim, going to Los Angeles for all these events. I'm like, other than Comic-Con, well, what else do we have down here? Why do our people have to keep leaving San Diego? So
That's very true.
there's a couple of other things there that happen around town, like RocketCon's been going on for a while, which you mentioned. And so we were like, well, if we want to have anything else here, we're going to have to create it ourselves. So it took a little bit of brainstorming and a lot of configuration to come up with an idea and a name. And that's when Fangaea was born. The concept was born in like late 2018. By 2019, we were able to have the first one happen, and then pandemic, and then all our momentum crashed, and then we had to rebuild. And so it's been going on for a while. And this year, in fact, next weekend will be our 7th year for this event. And then the name, I think you can see it behind me, Fangaea. It's a play on words for the supercontinent Pangea, where all the land masses were together. This is our idea, and what you were trying to convey, that bring all the fandoms together in one fan mass. So that's the quick and dirty story of Fangaea.
Very cool.
That is amazing. That is awesome. And you know what? I've been there. Obviously, we're organizing our own event, MOTUNIVERSE, which is going to be in Redondo Beach, which is not really Redondo Beach. It was in Torrance, California. Organizing events is a labor of love, guys. Let's get this out of the way. First of all, you don't start events to make money, at least not in the beginning, because trust me, you will lose a crap ton of money in the first few years that you ever do events. And I'm speaking,
yeah,
and, you know,
fact checking you on that. 100% true.
It's no matter what, it is a labor of love, and it depends on what you're doing. I mean, like, obviously, if it's anime events, if it's comic events, if it's like science fiction, fantasy, horror, but Fangaea brings all of those together, right? So I think that is an incredible thing, very difficult to do as well. But I think that if you have the fan base behind you, if you have dedicated people who love all these different types of genres, it can definitely be something that a lot of people can get behind. The real issue, though, is definitely when you mentioned the pandemic. That killed everything. Like, it was so freaking crazy. But I also found out that, because people were locked away in their homes, they couldn't do anything, they couldn't communicate, they couldn't gather. It was an absolutely terrible time. But once everything opened, it was like events had to come back. People wanted to gather again. People wanted to actually, share their love, their collective love of fandom all over again. So, that's so great, man. Like, congratulations on that. So how was it when it was coming, when you came back from the pandemic? Was it a flood, or was it more people were still kind of a little bit wary about what was going on at the time?
Well, by that time, as much as people wanted to be at events, people were still kind of wary about certain events, and all the momentum that we had built up, all the marketing that we had invested in, we felt like we had to start all over again. And luckily, there were enough people who came to the first year who spread the word, who were excited about it, and we were really worried about like what the attendance would be, and I feel like we were lucky. Like, people loved the event. They wanted to come back. They told their friends about it. They came back. So we did experience growth in the subsequent years, not a fast, high growth, but still every year was an improvement on the previous one. which was really encouraging.
Absolutely.
And then to another point that you brought up about bringing all the fandoms together, right? There's so many fandoms that there's no way to be able to properly or respectfully focus on every single one. So we'll always incorporate something there, whether it's through a vendor, through a panel, through an artist, through some of our special guests. And from year to year, we've had a different focus or theme of fandoms. Like last year we did steampunk. This year it's kind of a little bit more general, but as you scroll in there, yeah, this year we're focusing on women in pop culture throughout the timeline of pop culture, to way back to a lot of course, current and modern folks and icons.
Yeah. That's a great. Of course, that's an incredible theme to go on. So this year's theme definitely is women in pop culture. Was there any decision on this choice? Because what was your theme last year for Fangaea?
So last year we focused on steampunk, and this year, because of hotel availability, we had to move we were typically in April, so we had to move back earlier in March, and March being Women's History Month and International Women's Day being somewhere in the first week of March. Well, like I was thinking, what can we thematically tie into? And it just made sense to focus on women and women in pop culture. So we're going to embed that throughout the event. We'll have little, not museum-like displays, but we'll have these posters that spotlight various women and their accomplishments and who they are and why they're badasses. And so a lot of our panel topics will have a focus on that. And you'll see it here and there throughout the event. Like, we still want to pay homage and recognize other fandoms. Some of them may not necessarily like focus on the women in their fandoms, but that's all right, because overall the theme of the event is there. And as you're scrolling through this graphic, these female characters are the mascots for our other events, who also happen to all be women characters.
There's nothing wrong with that. They are very strong female characters, and they look amazing. Why don't you tell us a little about each one of these characters, since they are from your other events? One of them was really catching my eye. I thought it was Darna at first, but that's not Darna. So I'm curious who these characters are specifically.
Sure. The one in the middle with her hand raised up, she is our logo mascot character for Fangaea. Her name is Gaia. She's a Pacific Islander who happens to have blue eyes. And all these are created by the same artist, Natasha. She's really talented, created all of our characters. The one to the right of Gaia with the kind of purplish white hair,
okay,
her name is Momo, and she is the mascot for our 18 plus event, which I don't know if we can talk about. I
can tell.
It's okay. We're all adults here. It's so
we also have a hentai event called Hentai Matsuri, and she's our logo mascot for that one.
That is
to
crazy.
the left of Gaia, the one in kind of darker suit with the guns. We had a steampunk event down the pipeline, but we announced her as one of our mascots for a future event. That's Rose. And if you scroll up a little, I can talk about the other ones. The colorful one with the big axe with the multicolored hair. Her name is Annie, and she is the mascot for Annie Pop, which is our San Diego North County anime convention. And the lady in the kind of Filipino outfit, she's a superhero that we had created as a mascot for when I was still producing the Asian Cultural Festival here in San Diego. I just liked I just like this character so much, and not just because I'm half Filipino, but
my wife
I want to use
Filipino.
her for a future event. What's that?
So my wife's half Filipino. She'd love that.
I'm full Filipino, so I love it.
Nice. Yeah, and you know, oddly, when we started Fangaea, like almost everyone on the committee was Filipino, because they were brought on from all the other events that we used to do. Sure. Yeah, there's a ton of us here. And now we have a pretty diverse committee that represents different ages, different orientations, different backgrounds. I love how diverse our committee is, and brings different perspectives too. And they're all fans. They're all geeks and nerds of something.
Nice.
And yeah, so that's the story on our females on the Fangaea flyer here.
That's incredible.
I
And
don't
of
know if
course,
I missed anyone.
this being the theme for this year, women in pop culture, it's just as appropriate as it should be. That's amazing. So wow, it's an incredible piece. And what was your artist's name again?
Natasha Jimin.
Does she have an Instagram page?
It might be her name, Natasha, and then her last name is Gemine.
Gemi.
She's an incredibly talented artist. Sorry, what's that?
Gemime.
Yes.
So all right, she's not coming up. I'll do a search for her. Let's see if we can find her.
No, Mike is in the chat.
Yeah, she does some great work. I really like.
Yeah, she does all of our graphic work, and it's hard to find an artist that you can work with that sees your vision, right? When you tell it to her, when you tell it to somebody, and they put their own style on it, and they bring it to life. There have been a couple of instances where I've challenged her, not intentionally. I'm like, this is what I want. This is what I want to see. And she's like, I can't do that. I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. Because one of my favorite logos that she's made for us is, yeah, that's her, is our Scream Diego logo. And I told her I wanted the word Scream Diego incorporated into vampire fangs. And she's like, I can't do it. And I'm like, yes, you can. And she did it. And our Scream Diego logo looks pretty incredible. It's one of my favorite ones.
That is so cool. Yeah, I mean, she's incredibly talented. I mean, look at this work. This is great.
She's got a little Pikachu hugging on the leg there.
Yeah.
This is one of our first collector posters that we gave to people who bought. We had a VIP package once, and this was an exclusive design that she would sign the back of, and had to folks.
That is so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. So you mentioned earlier, the
Scream Diego logo isn't there because it really is my favorite one. or if you
Probably
can visit
probably a ways
screamdiego.com.
back. How long has Scream Diego been going on?
So this will be the third year for Scream Diego. That's one of our relatively new ones. At screamdiego.com, and then I'm proud of this logo, which is why I'm freaking gushing over right now. That's it. That's my bad boy.
That is awesome.
When I was telling her what I was imagining, she's like, I can't do it. I'm like, yes, you can.
So it's like the mouth and the teeth around it. I see what you're saying.
Right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
This is our Halloween and horror convention.
Oftentimes, creative people just have to be pushed a little bit, and they even surprise themselves. You know what I mean when it comes down to it.
That's exactly how she was totally surprised that she's like, I didn't think I was going to be able to do this with what you were describing. And I'm like, yeah, I told you could.
Is that Alucard in the background? Did she do that as well? Is that her artwork?
So this is another one of our characters. We don't have him on the mascot because this is a two-headed beast. This is one head is a vampire, one head is a werewolf.
Oh, okay, cool.
And all of our characters have backstories too, like how this one got created.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so that's the date of our Halloween and horror convention, October 17th. Also down here in San Diego and Mission Valley.
Incredible.
This one actually was debuted. Like one year we had a theme of Fangaea. We had kind of a horror zombie theme. And I was like, you know what? We need a horror convention down here in San Diego. And so that's how this one was born.
They're huge. Horror, and especially during Halloween, it's freaking massive.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of fun. Holy crap.
Yeah, this is a fun one. And we're working on some pretty cool guests for this one this October.
Awesome. So you talked about how behind this, when we were talking backstage, you were talking about how, conventions, and I totally agree with this. Conventions are a lot of fun, but most of them, feel like flea markets. You know what I mean? I've been to a whole bunch of them. Like sometimes when I go to Fan Expo here in Canada, sometimes I do feel like it's a flea market, but there's a lot more stuff to do at conventions like Fan Expo and of course San Diego Comic Con. And I imagine, given the fact that you are organizing this, there's going to be a lot to do at Fangaea. So what kind of programming can we expect at Fangaea? Yeah,
this is one of my favorite things to talk about this because, what you said, flea market. I'm a vendor guy, And I like at Comic-Con, WonderCon, I go there and I look at the vendor halls, right? Because they're huge and massive, and you can spend all day doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes for kind of smaller events, when they're just vendor driven and you walk through it and you get through it in like 20, 30 minutes, right? You bought your stuff and you've seen everything. And if there's not much more to do, you're kind of done. So that's not the experience that we want people to have with our events. Sure, yeah, shop the vendor hall, support the vendors. But then we also have panels, we have interactive game rooms, we have entertainment all day. We have other ways to be involved, like a scavenger hunt and side quests. We have our special voice actor guests. Like, we try to incorporate a lot for folks to do because we want people to come there and spend 3-4 hours there just having fun. I say this, and this is kind of cheesy, but like when we do these events, we want people to build new memories, new annual traditions. We want them to have fun. We want them to look forward to coming to the event. And so we really try to incorporate community groups to do their thing at it too. Like we have the Ladies of Dungeons and Dragons doing like a whole tournament and then a how-to for playing Dungeons and Dragons for girls, or, after their tournament for girls or whoever who wants to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons. And then we have these folks who are doing this Artemis spaceship simulator where you can, for this one, they do a different thing each time. And for this one, I think they're going to have anime related storylines where you're in the, I don't know what you call it, the driver's seat of this space craft. And you have a mission or you have enemies or whatever, and you have to work with other folks to kind of get through get through the mission. I kind of don't want to, but I'm gonna have to compare it to like the ride at Disneyland. It's nowhere near on that level with like the production and the budget that they have.
I was gonna say, are you wearing goggles and such, or is
you're
it
not? But there's like a big screen where what you're doing is projected on, and they have computer consoles where it's just a fun experience, and everyone who walks out of it says that was so much fun. So we try to do a lot of different things at the event for people to experience that you're not just walking through like kind of a merch hall. Of course, that is a very large component and important part of the event that people look forward to, but it's not just that.
Right.
Absolutely. So we can see that going through a bit of your programming guide here, you have a couple of very special guests, some voice actors this year from Star Wars.
Yeah, we have two of them who've done a lot of Star Wars work, the Clone Wars and a couple of other things. So we're happy about that. And the other lady, Madison, she's from Five Nights at Freddy's. She was doing voice things. She was one of the voice actors for one of the characters. She did some voice things. Yeah, that's respectful.
So talk to us a little about these special events. So the Tower Room second floor is the 1-hour D&D games hosted by the Ladies of D&D in San Diego.
So the Ladies of D&D, Ladies of Dungeons and Dragons in San Diego, they're I would describe them being obvious. They're women in San Diego who they nerd out over Dungeons and Dragons. They love it. They're all about it. They cosplay for it. They host tournaments. And so we reached out to them. My director, Lucia, reached out to them and asked them if they wanted to host their tournament or host how-tos at Fangaea. And we're happy that they accepted, and they're going to be a part of it and market it and bring it to their members. So hopefully we'll have a lot of Dungeons and Dragons nerdettes and fans coming to check it out, or people who come who like Dungeons and Dragons and are not aware of them, maybe join them and be a part of their organization from this point.
Absolutely. There's a lot of stigma around Dungeons and Dragons and how, it's first of all, it's a geek type of thing, which who cares? Everybody's a geek these days.
Who cares? Geek is cool now. Nerd is cool now.
Well, I was going to say, ever since Stranger Things, now Dungeons and Dragons is this cool thing that's resurging so much just in the past 10 years, where, from 1985 until mid 2000s, people were like, oh, you play Dungeons and Dragons, all like weird about it. But yeah,
so it's really funny because prior to Stranger Things, if you were a Dungeons and Dragons person, you literally would not talk about it except to other Dungeons and Dragons people.
Right.
So that's basically, it was like, again, it was a stigma around it, right? And now everybody's getting into Dungeons and Dragons. It's literally crazy. And this just shows just how intense Dungeons and Dragons can become, because the ladies of D&D are like, a lot of times everyone thinks that most geek stuff is going to be for guys, in their basements. But the reality is that anyone can be a geek now. Geek culture is cool, man. Like, it's cool to be a geek.
Geek culture is cool.
It's crazy. It's nuts. I mean, they made a whole freaking show about a whole bunch of nerds, and who love geek culture. You know what I mean? So, that's how things have really come full circle.
Geek culture just even dictates Hollywood, right? Like in the 80s or even the 90s. Well, in the early 90s, before comic books exploded, you were a nerd. You were picked on. You were whatever if you read comic books, and now comic books rule mainstream Hollywood.
That's right.
Dungeons and Dragons. Right now, there's I forget who they were.
Game of Thrones is basically Dungeons and Dragons. You're just watching it,
Totally. And there's these like high level like A-list or celebrity guys who they stream their Dungeons and Dragons. Like they play it. I forget who they were, but they're really big names, and they get together and they play Dungeons and Dragons.
Absolutely.
So all the things that people got bullied on in the 80s and 90s are cool now.
Well, I mean, like
Magic
even
the Gathering too is making a big comeback.
Even Superman, Henry Cavill. I mean, the guy's a freaking, he's a beefcake, but he loves to geek out on Warhammer 40K. He loves all that stuff. He loves geek culture. He's a
anytime I see anything on social media with him on it, geeking out on something, there's always someone in the comments. He's one of us.
Yeah, exactly. So, touching on a couple of your guests, Anna Graves, she's definitely been in animation for over 20 years. Wow, that's crazy. And yes, I do remember her. No, go ahead.
No, I was just commenting. I was adding commentary to what you're saying. She's in a ton of different properties, a lot of big Star Wars properties, and when you scroll down, I think it lists what of the stuff she's been in.
I remember her as Duchess Satine. Tragic episodes. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but truly that was really a great story. That was really a great character arc. She had a relationship with Obi-Wan Kenobi, so it's so much fun. Wow, she was
Fallout girl thing. I forgot about that part. I have a friend who's a really huge Fallout fan, and when I told her about this, she lost her mind. She's like, "Get an autograph for me."
That's awesome. She was
an American Dad.
She was in Voltron. Oh God, that's amazing.
This resume is this is an impressive resume for
it is. It's huge
for anybody, but for her, we're lucky to have her.
Absolutely. And guys, you can meet her at Fangaea on March 21st. Sorry, did I get that's the correct date, right?
March 21st.
That's correct. From today.
Yep. Man, Diablo, Apex Legends, Persona. Holy crap. She's been in video games. She's been in television, movies. This is crazy.
And this is pared down because we couldn't fit her whole thing on this page.
Impossible. Freaking possible. Guys, don't miss out your chance on meeting Anna Graves. Oop, come on. It likes to jump a little bit. Anna Graves at Fangaea 2026. This is freaking incredible. And you also have Bridget Cali Canales, and she's done some amazing stuff too. Once again, a lot of Star Wars stuff. How did you get in contact with Bridget?
Through the years, we have contacts with different talent management agencies, and so I'll reach out to them, or a lot of times they'll just preempt and reach out to me, and we'll talk about who's available and what the requirements are, and whatever lines up. There's usually a larger pool that we have to select from.
Yeah,
and I told our talent management agencies that we're pretty good friends with, that we contact. It's like, we only want female guests this year. Not to discriminate, but if we're going to be focusing on women in pop culture, our guests naturally have to be women in pop culture.
She's definitely a well-known voice actress. Trace Martez in Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Alejandra in Overwatch. I love Overwatch. It's a great game. Kendra Daniels, Dead Space. A lot of video game stuff here too. In the Aztec Batman, Clash of the Empires. Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I
And
just watched that, and that was pretty cool. And I didn't know she was in it until after the fact.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I have not seen that. Aztec Batman, huh?
It's different. It's different, but it's cool.
And of course, there is Madison Brunhilder. I apologize if I mispronounced that. And she is a voice actor well known for animation and video games. Again, this is great to see all these wonderful guests showing up and really representing women in pop culture, as is the theme. She's in Happy Frog, Five Nights at Freddy's, Archer. Oh, she was an Archer, Clash of Clans. A lot of video game work. There it is, Warhammer 40K. So yeah, holy crap, this is awesome. Are they going to be there all days or just?
Yeah, they'll be there all day. Yeah, they'll be there meeting fans, signing autographs, taking pictures, being friendly, and having a good time. We've had Madison as a guest in a different event in the past, and she's just wonderful to work with. So when her name came back up, we were happy to take her on.
That's awesome.
For this one, we don't typically have a whole lot of our guests have not necessarily always been voice actors for Fangaea, and because we like to separate our events, so we try not to get anime voice actors for this one, even though they're in animated series and not in typical traditional anime, because we save those for San Diego Anime Con and Anipop. Because occasionally people are like, what's the difference in the events? And I'm like, well, San Diego Anime Con, of course, focuses on anime, whereas Fangaea focuses on a wider breadth of pop culture fandoms and genres.
Absolutely. And of course, you have a whole bunch
these are just a lot of our artists. We have a lot of talented artists.
Yep. That's definitely the one thing that is never short on talent. Is the artists that are in the community. And of course, when it comes down to pop culture, there's a lot of people who are always willing to show their work and share their work with others at the shows. And it's great to see that so many people are supporting your show and coming out and really showcasing everything that they have. And it's one of my favorite things to go walking around Artist Alley. You know what I mean? Seeing all the crazy new artwork, some things that I've never seen before, takes on already familiar characters, but in their own unique style. And it's really something truly unique to behold. If anybody hasn't done it yet, you have to do it.
And then, not to, I don't want to bring this topic up, but we do tell all of our artists, and in fact our vendors too, that AI art is not welcome. You can't show it, display it, or sell it at our events.
Yeah,
MOTUNIVERSE will be the same way.
We are all united. We are all united in that. It's just, it's something where we have to take a stance on it. You know what I mean? If these people have worked so hard to put these things together, they put their heart and their soul into it, and then not to say, and you know what, AI art has its place, but it's not going to be at events like ours. I
appreciate it as a tool, whatever someone needs it for, whatever. But all of these artists, they make it themselves.
Yep.
It's their original creation. They thought of it, they imagined it, they made it happen, and so that's where we want to focus with our artists and also our vendors.
Absolutely, 100%. And of course, we have the community, the collaborators. Again, all of us at multiple events, we all try to support each other. So it's great to see that there are a lot of other communities who are involved at Fangaea.
We're friends with the folks over at the goth community here in San Diego, the World Goth Day, the Goth Collective, and they partner with us on a couple of events, like our Halloween and horror event. We'll have the Goth Collective come out and do a panel or present or something. And so yeah, we want to support all the other smaller events like us. They support us, and we want to support them right back. Same as you guys.
What day was that? May 22nd. So that's the day before MOTUNIVERSE. You can go goth out and then go celebrate He-Man.
Yeah, go goth out and go MOTUNIVERSE.
Absolutely, it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know why, but I thought goth had a new name now, but I guess it still is goth. It's still a goth culture. I thought that there was another sub branch of it or something like that. But
there's like really emo or something like that. But
yeah,
emo.
I guess there's another crossover.
Yeah. Always great to see. No matter what, every community is special. Every community, and we have to support each other. That's the important thing. And of course, the
that's the philosophy behind Fangaea and all of our events is supporting vendors, supporting artists, supporting other community events. We always have fan tables, community tables at our events that are purposely made for local organizations that have their own fandoms and followings or upcoming events.
Like MOTUNIVERSE. And we're definitely going to be there
very
and supporting
appreciative
Fangaea. And of course, Fangaea will be, hopefully Fangaea will be able to attend MOTUNIVERSE because we of course want to support Fangaea.
Well, we have some people on our committee who are excited about it. They're He-Man fans, they're She-Ra fans, and they're excited.
Nice. We are very excited as well. And Mike's going to show off a few things in support of the female of National Women's Month. And of course, you have some great vendors come to the show, guys. These vendors are going to be bringing some great stuff, so you guys got to support these guys.
The merch is the range from collectibles and figurines to apparel, clothing, hats, art, books, anything you think of. There'll be something for everyone there.
It's going to be so much fun. And hey, look at that!
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. What is that?
Wow,
that's something I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, guys, MOTUNIVERSE is a huge supporter of Fangaea, and we are definitely going to be there with bells and whistles on. And we are so happy to be able to support Fangaea, and we're looking forward to Fangaea being at MOTUNIVERSE as well. So huge shout out to Fangaea for that. And we do have community collaborators, so these guys are awesome. There it is, Artemis.
Yeah, these are what I was saying before about some of the community groups. They may not necessarily have conventions, but they'll have their own events on a, I don't want to say smaller scale, but on a more focused scale.
Yeah, and of course,
Film Creator Con, they have a convention. We're friends with them, and of course, I'm supportive of everything they do because Filipino, and they're coming up on their third year later this year, so we're excited about them growing too.
Oh, the fleet! I love that. The Star Trek costuming fan group. That's awesome. I always love that. A lot of cosplay.
I forgot about this. 3 years ago, 2 years ago was last year was steampunk focused. 2 years was a sci-fi focus. So we had a lot of the Star Wars and Star Trek groups coming out and showing off their fandom and promoting their groups.
Oh, they support, and of course those are rabid fans who love their fandom. So it's great to see that they all come out to support. Yeah. So great stuff.
They didn't start fighting each other.
They were firing phasers and lightsabers at each other all day long. Right. Great.
Star Trek's better. No, Star Wars is better. No, Star Trek.
Who was it? Kevin Smith made a great joke in one of his stand-ups. He's like, I love fan cons, man. I love fan cons. Seriously, it's the only place in the world where you can go. You have Star Trek guys on one side, Star Wars guys on the other side, and they're both calling each other nerds. It's awesome. I love that joke. That was always a great joke for Kevin Smith. So talk to us about the 2026 passport.
So this is a stamp rally where if you collect all the different stamps by visiting different areas of the convention, and it's to promote people to check out more than just one thing, right? Like go to a panel, check out the vendors, check out the artists, check out the entertainment. So whenever you go to something and you sit through something or you talk to a vendor or an artist, get a stamp, and then you can submit a completed passport page for a ribbon and a prize to like a ticket pack to future events like San Diego Anime Con or Anipop or Scream Diego. So we'll be creative with what the prizes are, but everyone gets a ribbon for completing it.
So DM, can you bring that to MOTUNIVERSE? I would love to do that at MOTUNIVERSE. Basically.
Yeah, that's a really fun idea.
That would really be cool. And then what happens is we could collaborate somehow. Everybody meets everybody at different areas, and maybe they can go to one of your events because of that. That'll be like amazing.
No, 100%. If you guys do this and need prizes, we'll give you tickets to an upcoming event as a prize or whatever.
We are going to pirate this. We're going to cooperate with you.
Do it.
We're going to steal your idea.
Yeah, this is so cool. Like,
there's no idea that's not already stolen. Like, I love it. Like it's already been done by somebody else. And really, this is to encourage people to visit every part of the event.
Yeah. But I love it.
And
I really love it.
And we came up with this because for our horror event, Scream Diego, we had a mini film festival part of it. I was like, no one's going to sit through these films. So we need a way to incentivize and encourage people to go to the film. First of all, I was 100% wrong. Every film had a strong attendance to it. But we did the passport thing to encourage that. But I didn't want it to be just for the film festival. So we made people have to go around to every space in order to get stamped, get a free ribbon, and then they were eligible for a drawing for tickets for a future event. And then we just kept it because it's just a fun side thing, a side quest for people to do. And then it also encourages people to visit every single area.
I love it. That is so cool.
That is
yeah,
really
we'd
cool.
love to cooperate with you on that, and get people to your events. I think that's so much fun. That if I was gonna pirate anything, I was gonna pirate this. This is awesome. This is crazy. And of course, advertising here.
And just the people doing it, like they have fun doing it, which is really one of the most important things for me, is the attendee experience. Did you have fun at this? Yeah, because I saw vendors and I bought some cool stuff because I saw some cool art. I sat through this interesting panel. I met other geeks and fans who love what I love, and I got to do the side quests. Like that's what I want to hear from our events.
Yeah, it's so cool. Dude, the Fangaea sounds like so much fun. And of course, it's not your only event. You have multiple events, as you mentioned earlier. And one of them is going to be San Diego's Kawaii anime event. Tell us about this and when is it happening?
So this is happening on May 16th, pretty much 2 months away from now. Yeah. And this is our North County anime convention. And, we were doing so many things in Central San Diego that we had such an overwhelming request for us to do something in North County. And I'm like, well, let's do it. We can do a smaller scale anime convention up there just to satisfy all the fans and all the anime lovers up there. And we're coming up on our third year, second year. I don't even know anymore. I can't keep track of all the events, but yeah, AniPop is our anime themed convention in North County, in Escondido.
Wow. And I do have to say,
you can expect a lot of the same stuff.
I do have to say, California is a freaking huge state, man. Like in the state alone, you can travel like 4 hours just to get to somewhere else. It's crazy. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people, a lot of fans appreciate, those efforts. And it's not that far away from MOTUNIVERSE. Only a few weeks after only a week after will actually be our event. So this is going to be great. AniPop, guys, definitely check it out if you're into anime and pop culture. So in freaking incredible. I'm super excited for this event. Like, guys, this is definitely something. March 21st, 2026, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Handley Hotel, 950. Is that Circle North? I'm not.
It's a
San
Hotel
Diego.
Circle.
Yeah,
Hotel Circle North.
Hotel Circle, North.
Yeah, Hotel Circle North. That's right. And celebrating women in pop culture. This is crazy, guys. You can get your tickets at Fangaea 2026.eventbrite.com. This is crazy. And of course, follow them at Fangaea.com, Fangaea Con on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, check out their website for more information. Holy crap, this has been amazing. I've been learning so much about other fandoms again, and it's so great. Do you have?
I learn something every time. Every time we have this event, I learn a little bit more. I learn a new anime. I learn a new fandom. I learn new terms in specific fandoms.
It's incredible. Do you have a cosplay contest or something like that? Or
we do at this one. It'll be at 3 p.m. and I believe our prizes are tickets to our other upcoming events. And in fact, for San Diego Anime Con, our cosplay contest for that one is pretty big. So, and it's well produced. So the prize for that one is like a WWE style championship belt. I think that we're the only, and it's legit. And it's like, I think it's 8 or 10 pounds. It's a legit belt. And I think we're the only cosplay contest in the country, or even maybe the world, that gives a WWE style championship belt as our top prize for the winner. People love to just even hold and pose for pictures with the belt. It's a fun prize.
That's awesome. Well, what happened to Jay? All right. What I was going to say is with MOTUNIVERSE and being there, we wanted to celebrate She-Ra. So if you come out and you see me at Fangaea, I am going to be celebrating She-Ra. I'm probably going to be bringing, a sword with me. If you guys pose with the power sword, say for the honor of
Mike,
Grayskull.
I gotta say, I'm slightly disappointed you didn't say you were gonna be dressed as She-Ra.
All right, I'll dress as She-Ra. No one wants to see that. No one wants to see that.
We want to see it.
But yeah, I might have some prizes for you guys if you come visit me at the table. I think you said the community tables are in the foyer, right? So is that in the front as you come in?
When you come in through the hotel, you walk down the lobby, you'll see registration. And once you pass registration, you're in the event area. And then you can go to the right, you can go to the left, and you can go to the second floor. To find your table, people will go past registration after they either buy the tickets or scan their tickets. They'll walk through the artist hall. And at the end of the artist hall, you'll see a collection of fan tables, you guys, the Goth World Day, Kingdom Terra Nuve, Sci-Fi Coalition. It'll be a fun area.
Nice.
Awesome. We got a lot of comments coming in. James Serapio, what's up, brother? What's going on? A lot of Filipinos in this whole thing is like Filipino written. It's awesome. I love it. It's a Filipino gathering. It's great. Where's the lumpia? We'll figure it out. There's Nolan is in the house again. Again, it's not a party without Nolan. Always good to see you, Nolan. Parody, woohoo! Good to see you, Parody. How you doing, brother? Let's see here. Master of the Universe Classics again. I thought he said CM Punk. Then he said steampunk.
CM Punk themed con. Okay.
Arcane Punk.
CM Punk con.
Yep. If you haven't seen it, Arcane is amazing. If you haven't seen it already, we're definitely going to see that. James Serapio. Gail Simone is the first person that comes to mind for me. Really? Okay. Well, there are a lot of other wonderful women in pop culture. So thank you, James, for that. Of course, Wonder Woman. Yes, Nolan.
Of course. Of course.
That kind of goes without saying there, Nolan. Warren Newman is in the house. Hey, Three Musketeers. Looking forward to March 19th, Mattel Day. Happy J, Crunchy Nut, and, of course, Winky He-Man. Yes, of course, brother. One Filipino, one half. No, I'm just kidding. Two Filipinos and what? Mike, what are you? Like, honestly, what's your background?
My mom is Panamanian, so Panama, Central America, Latino, and then my dad is like German, Italian, Euro mutt.
Well, there you go, bro.
Nice. It's a good mix.
Yeah, absolutely. Filipinos have some Latino heritage, but for reasons we won't really get into. But yeah, it's so yeah, we're all sort of Spanish inspired. I mean, a lot of the Tagalog language is actually intertwined with Spanish. So
but my wife is half Filipino, half Chinese, so I'm associated with Filipino.
All right, you're an honorary Filipino.
I'm married into the Filipino family.
It's all good, bro. No distinction here. Of course, James coming in. That Filipina character wearing a flag is such a cool concept. The way the flag fits on the costume, I was blown away when I saw that. She's so
she was from a previous event, but I love the design so much. I'm like, we're using her for something in the future. I don't know what, but we're using her for something.
You should just start making. She should just start making comics. Honestly, Natasha, start making a comic on that figure, on that character. You will be very popular in the Filipino circles. Trust me. Nolan, some pretty good, awesome looking characters. All of your characters are incredible. DM, they look incredible. Did you have a hand in that? Like, did you actually tell her what to do with those, or did she come up with those herself?
Yeah, so I come up with these things, like I visualize something, I envision what I want to see, and then through her creativity and her style, like we'll go through a couple of renditions. She's like, is this what you have in mind? I'm like, that's really close, but do this, this, and this. So she takes my direction, but it's totally her creativity based on the instruction I give her for her to come up with them. So even though I'll say that, like, it's a design I came up with, she is totally the creative genius behind them.
Yeah. That is incredible. Oh my gosh. Mike is in the house. What's going on, Mike? At work, consumer facing, but I'll catch this later on replay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Mike, of course, is part of our team, and he's doing amazing stuff. He's our volunteer director. He's
actually the one that got us in connection with Lucia. Yeah. So thank you, Micah, for doing that.
Master Universe Classics. Awesome, James. Incredible. Wontons of award. Oh, that's funny. Not surprising. The animation and storytelling is the best I've ever seen. It blows my mind. Couldn't stop thinking about it when I watched it. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Master of the Universe Classics. It's only 2 seasons, but not too much to watch, and it ends nicely. Awesome. Let's see here. So he continues with Arcane. Mike still needs to watch the 12. He's never gonna let you. He's never gonna let you live that down, Mike. Have you seen it yet?
So no. So DM, this guy, he's in our lives a lot, and every time he asks me to watch this 12 tasks of Asterisk, and I never get around. It's been, what was that? Originally, I think it was October when he first told me to watch
ago,
it.
dude. It was
We're
months
going
ago.
on months here. I know I gotta get around to it. I swear it'll happen before MOTUNIVERSE. How about that? You give me 2 more months.
I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Okay.
He's the only one slipping behind. I'm really close to giving Skeletor a call about this. he's got a 6 Skeletor on you, brother. James said, Cavill loves Warhammer 40k and almost missed his Superman casting because he was in a WoW raid. Oh my god, that is
I love hearing stories like that.
Clint Jorgensen, is there a countdown to the MOTUNIVERSE website? You know, we should make. I had a countdown when it was.
We had one,
soon.
and then we took
I
it
should
off.
make one. I should make a countdown. That would be cool. Thank you, Clint. We'll take that under advisement for sure. What up, Nolan? Nolan needs to be a guest. Yes, I would love it if Nolan can have a whole panel to himself. The man, it's not a party without Nolan. Come on, it's going to be fun. Alexis M.
He's
Toys.
another one that's every stream. Nolan's there.
Yeah, well, that's the point. It's never a party without Nolan. Good to see you, Alexis. Always great to see Alexis in the chat. Let's see here. Ooh, Warren Newman. Awesome Anipop arts. That is everything. The artistry, all the people who are creative. This is the place to be. You guys got to go to Fangaea. Fangaea is incredible, and of course, Natasha. Seriously, like awesome. Chef's kiss. Like,
I'll let her know you guys appreciate her
artwork. Insane. Seriously, she's incredible. Honestly. We might have to task her for something on our end too. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Dude, she's a freelancer, so if you guys need artistic work,
we have a mascot called Sparky, and maybe we need a female version of Sparky. Like maybe we need a female Sparky.
We do, yeah. We've been partnering with some artists, and we're getting close to what we want.
All right, DM. Have you seen Arcane? It's an amazing, it completely blew my mind. One of the best animations I've ever seen, both animation.
I have seen it. In fact, you know what? I never have time to watch anything, but that is one of the few things I actually made the time to watch, and I friggin' loved it.
There you go. See, Master Universe Classics. That's it. Let's see here. Okay, I know that's not Canadian spelling, and I know that's not American spelling. So. And I'm pretty sure that's an H and not a B. So for the honor of Grayskull, I'm pretty sure that's what that says.
I'm glad it's not a B.
Thank you, Warren. I'm just kidding, bro. I know that on the phone things can happen, right? It didn't even autocorrect. That's hilarious. Jesse, one guy. I got the Marvel Legends Professor Hulk on Amazon. Congratulations, bro. That's a great pickup. That's an amazing pickup. Hootie. I may or may not come dressed as She-Ra myself. Do it, man. Just do it.
Just do it.
If you show up to Fangaea dressed as She-Ra, I will give you free tickets to MOTUNIVERSE. That is a promise.
Look, just come in, say for the for the honor of Grayskull, and you're good, man. You're good. Must see her classics. In the new Beavis and Butthead episode, the mission for the last season, Beavis does by the power of Grayskull. It's hilarious. Oh my god, I gotta clip that. If that's true, I gotta clip that. That's freaking awesome. If Beavis does that, Mr. Cornholio. Let's see here. I have faith in you, yeah, Mike. And yes, if you can find it in HD, the YouTube has low quality, but it's on Prime too. 12. He's not gonna give this up, Mike. He's not. You gotta just hanker down and watch.
Yeah. All right. I'll get around to it.
At least the first episode.
Right.
Fantastic, DM. Fantastic. He really appreciates the fact that you already watched that series, which is awesome. Pooty. Oh hell yeah! I'll come as She-Ra for free tickets. Whether it's Filmation or DreamWorks, we don't care, bro. We don't care. Come as you are. We want to see you. We want to see you. And yes, laughing it up. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. So, guys, thank you for joining us. We want to thank our good friend DM for dropping by and telling us a little bit more about Fangaea.
Well,
DM,
thanks for inviting me to be on the show with you guys. I appreciate it.
absolutely. So, DM, tell us about Fangaea one more time. The date, how much are tickets, what type of tickets there are, and how people can get involved.
Sure. Yeah, Fangaea is happening on March 21st at the Handlery Hotel in Mission Valley, San Diego. It'll be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And tickets right now on Eventbrite are only $17. But immediately after this, I'm going to create a MOTUNIVERSE discount code. So for anyone listening to this, I'll just use MOTUNIVERSE, and I got to create it first. So give me about 30 minutes after this. And put MOTUNIVERSE in there, and you'll get a little discount to come say hi.
Holy crap. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, all day, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We'll have panels and entertainment, merch vendors, artists, interactive stuff, our community tables, cosplay contests. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be great. And guys, you have no excuse now. You can get a discount to go to Fangaea. I mean, come on. March 21st, 2026 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Handley Hotel, 950 Hotel Circle North, San Diego, California, 92108. It's going to be freaking great. Guys, head over to Fangaea 2026 at .eventbrite.com. Pick up tickets. And, of course, follow them on Fangaea Con on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and, of course, on their website. Guys, it's been great catching up with DM of Fangaea. And thank you guys for joining us.
Yes,
last comments before
coming on.
Yes, thank you, DM, for coming on. It's been so great catching up with you.
Well, thank you guys again. This is fun hanging out with you guys.
We should do it again, definitely. For any of the other events, we would love to help you. Talk more. I love anime. Mike's a huge anime fan, absolutely massive. He's the biggest anime fan.
I don't know about that. I do watch Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer.
There you go. That's all you need, man. You only need one.
That one's just popular. That just won't the popularity just doesn't die down for that one.
I'm a Moonie. I will forever be a Moonie. No one can take my Sailor Moon from me. Master Universe Classics. Sorry, guys. You guys are awesome. The art of Fangaea looks really cool and it's very creative. Again, huge shout out to
Natasha's gonna love all these compliments.
Natasha is awesome. She really is.
Got to get her on here.
Nolan getting in the last word. What a blast, guys. Thank you and take care. You too, Nolan. Always good to see you, brother. And Rodimus Prime. Oh, just sneaking in right there, Rodimus. 40th anniversary of Transformers this movie year. And apparently Hasbro is apologizing for everything. That's one
Sorry,
strange campaign, man.
It is a campaign.
It is a strange campaign, man. But you know what? They're selling dead Transformers, so I don't know what else to think. You know what I mean? Like, seriously. When they started selling dead Transformers, I was like, man, we've hit rock bottom in some places, man. It's just crazy. All right, guys, definitely. Don't forget, please head over to Fangaea. Give them a like and a follow. Follow them on all their social medias. Head over to eventbrite.fangaea.com. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, and we hope this. Mike is going to be there, and he's going to have a lot of great things to show you guys. And there's going to be a discount code. So, guys, don't forget that. MOTUNIVERSE on Eventbrite, and we hope to see you guys there. Guys, we're hoping you're all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Good journey, everybody. And we will see you guys next time.
Everybody be safe. Have a great weekend, and hope to see you guys all at Fangaea and MOTUNIVERSE.
Mm-hmm.
And we're waving. Come on, Mike.
And we're